And in Matthew 13, he says, the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. The kingdom of heaven is like a what? Mustard seed. Now, I want you to think of the imagery that's coming up in your minds right now. How many of you are seeing a small mustard seed like this one? And the reason that we envision this is because as a Western people, we are infinitely more Greco-Roman than we are Jewish. And the Greeks and the Romans are all about form. They care a lot about what something looks like. So when we read the Bible and we read the words of Jewish Jesus and he is describing something, we so often think of it in its form or what it looks like because we are of the Western world. So when we hear Jesus say the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, we immediately go to this and think it's really small. How many of you, when you think that, that's what you think? A mustard seed is really small. Raise your hand. So we envision Jesus talking about this, and yet it's so interesting to know and understand that for the Jewish people, they are not a people of form. They are a people of function. They don't so much care what it looks like. They just want to know, what does it do? Our English language is a noun-based language. Hebrew is a verb-based language. The subject of the sentence is the action. It's the movement. It's in what's going on. So when Jewish Jesus compares the kingdom of God to a mustard seed, he is not talking about its form. He's talking about its function. So the question for us becomes, what is mustard seed like? Mustard seed is found all over the land of Israel, and it is a weed. Mustard seed is a weed, and it is highly invasive. When it hits the ground, it starts growing. Mustard seed will grow up you, around you, if you stand still long enough. I'm from Mississippi, and we have something called kudzu. Raise your hand if you know about kudzu. The same way that kudzu will spread on you, that is mustard seed in Israel. Mustard seed is a weed. And the moment it hits the ground, it starts spreading. It starts moving out, and it is very difficult to kill it. So now as we begin to process these words of Jesus and what is it that he's saying to his followers, he's saying that the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, that as you get thrown like seed throughout the earth, everywhere you land, the kingdom of God is going to start spreading.